Hello everyone, welcome to Carrie's Crochet and Craft. Mentally taking in this afternoon shopping at Joann's. Officially my last trip to Joann's. Tomorrow, May 22, is closing day, and I'm not going to be able to make it on closing day. We have other family plans for that day, but as I mentioned in my previous short video of the haul that I did yesterday, it's a good thing I went today and not tomorrow anyway, because there were a lot of people there today and stuff was disappearing off the shelves. So, oh my goodness, there was so much. So yesterday when I went to the store with my boys, I told that story in the other video, I had seen a sign on the door, like the yarn was 60% off, and then there's another 50% off taken off the discounted price. And so I ended up buying blanket yarn for $2.40 a skein. So I hadn't been able to shop much for myself because I had my boys with me. I didn't want to do all of the shopping I wanted to do with them hanging on. But I really liked the $2.40 price. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go back tomorrow. And since that 50% sign said it was only for that day, I thought, I wonder if they're going to have an even bigger percentage off. I had thought maybe 75% off. So I'm like, that'd be even better. So I went today. I had to do schoolwork with my boys in the morning. I had to run a couple errands around noon. And so I got to Joann's, I don't know, 1 o'clock-ish. And I started shopping. So they didn't have any carts. They had like 1 or 2 carts for the whole store. And so there were no carts for me to use. It happened the same yesterday. So fortunately I had some grocery bags. I keep grocery bags in my purse because here in Oregon and Washington they charge 8 cents a bag, and so I end up carrying bags in my purse so that I don't have to pay 8 cents a bag. So I always keep bags in my purse, so I had those with me, so we were able to fill up some bags and carry them with me rather than struggle with, I got 13 skeins yesterday, so it was nice to have those bags. But today I knew those bags weren't going to cut it. I did take some bags with me, but as I had those bags, I was realizing I'd filled one and was working on another, and I'm like, these bags are not going to be enough. So I ended up grabbing empty yarn boxes from around the space, and I started filling those with yarn because, well, I mean, I was buying blanket yarn and those fill up a box rather quickly. So anyway, I ended up filling 3 boxes full, overflowing, and then taking those up to the counter, and then after I paid, she ended up filling another partial box with some of the yarn as well. So I ended up with like 3.5 boxes of yarn. Because when I got to the store, instead of the 50% off sign, they had a 90% off sign. So 60% off and then an additional 90% off. I mean, 90% off of 100% is really good. Because that's like, so if it's $11.99 normal for blanket yarn, 90% off of the regular price would be $1.19, $1.20. So that's an amazing price right then and there. But to be 60% off and then 90% off, my mind was blown. I didn't even know how much I was going to be spending. I was just all like, it's got to be better. Because if it's better than $2.40 a skein, it's worth it. So I started stocking up. And my store had quite a bit of yarn left at this point too. So I bought yarn. So let me show you all that I got. It's a lot. I'm not going to go over the specs of everything. I'll probably tell you the colors, but it's all blanket yarn. If you want to know the contents and whatnot, you can ask me in the comments and I'll tell you. But I don't want to go through all of the ounces and yardages and stuff like that. I'll just tell you the brand and the color, okay? So I was so excited. Okay, so I get there, I'm loading them, and just grabbing like several skeins of each color, and some of them I wish I'd even grabbed more of, but okay, so this is what I got. Starting with I'll start with the blanket yarns. There's other yarns that I got too, but so I got this. This is a variegated white or cream gray light brown called Little Sandcastles, and I got 4 of those. Okay. Oh, I just found this on the inside of, it had been flipped over to the inside of one of the boxes. It's a 60% off sign. It doesn't say Joann's on it, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Maybe put it on one of my Joann boxes that I got the other day. Okay, so 4 of the Little Sandcastles. Then they had a mystical there. Gray cloud. So there was only one of this color that I could see. Gray cloud mystical. Okay, then I got one of these yesterday too, and I just love this color. It's Buttercup. It's a really light yellow. It's very pretty, but I just got one more. And then I already have some of this yarn. I haven't used it yet. Burnt mustard. I guess it's good for chick nuggets, and I haven't gotten around to making any of the chick nugget patterns. But anyway, burnt mustard. Got one of those, I think. That might have been the only one that I saw in this color. Then I got 1 skein of bubbly blue. 1 skein of mellow mauve. I got 4 skeins of the Big Twist charcoal. So 4 skeins of those. I got 4 skeins of Big Twist Plush variegated in terracotta, terracotta variegated. So it's an interesting color. Not quite sure what I'll use it for. I did find some patterns that I like with variegated stuff, so maybe some of that. This color I don't particularly like, but I still got it because it'll be good for making some kind of critter, like, you know, maybe a horse or, I don't know, some other brown creature. This is called Woodland Variegated. It's that orangey brown in there that gets me. That throws me off. It's not that I don't like that color, it just throws me off in the mixture of the other colors. So, I don't know. Maybe once it's done up, I would like it. I did get 1 bright yellow Bernat Extra because I have lots of other of the extra to make. I had been planning to make blankets out of this, but I ended up not liking the blanket pattern. And but I used some to make mega hens that I talked about in my Spring Fling Market update video. And the only thing is, I only had a mustard gold that I used to make the beaks. And so this color, you know, this will make a nice brighter beak on the chickens. So I got one of those for using with that. Okay, then I got some neutrals. Be glad for me, I actually got neutrals. I love this color of pale gray. So I got 3 of those. I got another variegated in the brown variegated. This is Sonoma, so I got 2 of those. Then yesterday my son had picked out this color as one of his blankets. I'm going to be making a blanket for him. So Big Twist Plush in Cobalt. I got 2 more of those because he might need more for his blanket, so I got 2 more of those. Then I also got 2 more of the other color that he picked out in baby, what is it, baby denim. Yep, baby denim, so I got 2 more of those. And then I I don't know. I don't know if it was in the same bin or if it was, or I knew that there were two different colors, very similar. But I don't know if when I picked this up, I thought it was this color. But this one is country blue. And I kind of wish I'd gotten more of this color because it's, I mean, they're very, very similar. You can see online there, this one's a little bit lighter than this one. But I love this color. Not that this one is bad, but I like this one. So I wish I'd gotten more. That's my point. Okay, then the last one in this box is this variegated, which I really kind of like. This one is mini, glare on the bag, mini succulents. So I think that's a pretty one. Okay, those are the blanket yarns in this box. Oh me, oh my. And you're thinking to yourself, how much money did that woman spend on yarn? We'll get to that. We will get to that. You can probably do the calculations yourself as you're sitting there. How much did I spend? Okay, so I will put this box aside and we'll go through and count them all later to see how many skeins of yarn I bought too. Okay, I don't want to move this box because I have yarn leaning up against it, but I have another box of blanket yarn up here. So I had gotten a couple of these before in a different color, Fresh Laundry or something like that. This one is called Nautical. It's the patchwork blanket that works up like that. And you can see the colorway there. I thought this was a pretty one too. And it almost matches the colors that my son was, I mean, not really, I guess. Kind of this color scheme though, with the blues and the white. Although he's not going with white. But anyway, two of those. Those were the only ones. They had another color there, but I didn't like it as well. I had seen only one of these on where the others were, but then this one was on a different aisle. So I was leaving this one on the shelf until I saw this one, and then I'm like, oh, there's two, so I went and grabbed the other one. So, because to me, 2 is a nice size for making a blanket. All right, then I got, ooh, these two are very close in color. Whoops. Or these two colors are very close in color. These two are sea foam. 2 of those, and then 2 in the Misty Jungle Green. And these go nicely, I think, with this color, variegated in Baby Blue Green. So I got 4 of those. And then I got 2 of this pattern here with the kind of polka dotty dark green. This is, it's hidden from my sight. Dino Dot. Now these ones right here are some that I wish I had gotten more of. In fact, there should be another one of these. Where is it? Thought sure I got 2 of those, but I only see 1 here. That's odd. Thought sure I grabbed 2 of them. Anyway, should have grabbed 2 of these. Maybe it's around somewhere and I'm just missing it. Lilac Lounge. This is the frosting line. So I got 1 of those apparently, and I got these 2 are very similarly colored. It's almost hard to tell them apart, except for this one has like green in it and this one does not. Otherwise very similar. So the one with a little bit of green to it is Seaside, and then the ones with not the green is Coasting. So I think these will be very fun to work with. And then I got 4 of this variegated one, which I love this variegated kind of purple or lavender, blues, greens. This is called Posy Purple. So I got 4 of those. Okay. Whoa! Uh-oh! Avalanche! Avalanche! Okay. I'm gonna straighten up this mess and then I'll be right back with the rest of it. Okay, I got the next brand of or style of yarn here now. At my Joann's, in the truckloads that they had gotten during the last month or so, they ended up getting a lot of the Big Twist Posh. Now I had just discovered the joy of working with Big Twist Posh. What did I make with it? I made my sloth with this, and then I made some Blaggy Froggies out of 2 different colors of green and bright green. Is that all that I made? Seems like I may have made, oh yeah, the Stardew Valley hens, the keychains that I made. So I really liked working with it. It's a size 5 yarn, so it's a little bit, you know, it's smaller than working with a size 6. And I kind of like working with this size, but you know, once they were closing, it's like, why get the Big Twist Posh and get used to using it, and then we won't have it anymore. Although hopefully Hirschner's will bring it along with since they've bought the patents for it and everything. So I've held off getting this when I've seen it at Joann's over the last few weeks, though, because, you know, I'm already buying so much yarn, so I didn't want to get into this. So when I saw what the prices were going to be, though, I was like, okay, I'm just going to buy some. So I bought some. And they had several colors there, so I was able to go through and just pick out, I got some of all of the colors that they had there. So let's go through that. Big Twist Posh, this is the color Croissant. I just had croissant sandwiches for supper. I got 4 of those. A good neutral color, might I add. Another neutral color, I got 5 for some reason of this color. I was going for 4 of each color that I could, but for some reason I picked up 5 of this one. And this is the color Truffle. It's a nice gray color, truffle. I don't know truffles that are gray. If they're talking about the mushroom truffle anyway. I had these all stacked up on the bed here. Okay, then I got 4 in this lovely yellow color. This is the color Lemon Meringue. Ooh, we've had lemon meringue this past week too. How very fitting. So there's 4 lemon meringue. Lovely yellow. Imagine little sunflowers out of that, or little duckies. I only got 2 of this light gray, which I think I have another of this gray. What color is it? Light gray. Because I think I used it in making a sloth, or was gonna use it. I think I used this color to make the sloth actually that I sold at the market this last Sunday. So, or is it, no, 2 Sundays ago. Sorry. So I got 2 of those, the only 2 that were there. I got this lovely pink color. It is Rose Hip. I got 4 of those. I'm not sure what the normal price on these was. I need to find my receipt here. Normal price for Posh. Let's see here. I think it's this one. Yes, I have more than one receipt. I think it Posy Purple. Oh, that's right. They scanned. I would tell her how many of a blanket yarn that I had, and she would scan one of them instead of having to go through all of them to scan them all. That must be... Huh. Well, maybe it's not on that one. Sorry, folks. Yeah, it's not on that one. Okay. So when I went through line, they had to stop at scanning in like 100 to 150 items because then their registers would just kind of freeze up. Let's see here. So, yes, so Posh is normally $9.99 a skein. That would have been a lot of money had I been getting this regular price. Woo! So 4 of these pink ones. I also got 4 white ones. Then I got 4 of this. I love this color. It's like a periwinkle. What do they call it? Frozen grape. Oh, that's a good name for this. Frozen grape. I think that's beautiful. 4 of those. They only had 2 of this color. I think this will be great for making something sunflowery. The color name is actually egg yolk. So I could make, the fried eggs. Although those haven't been very popular lately for selling them. So maybe I won't make the fried eggs. Although the keychains are awfully cute and people seem to like those. So these would make really cute fried egg keychains maybe. Then the final color that I got is this lovely green. This is the color Mint Chip. So there's those 4 there. So that's a lot of Posh, and I'm excited to work with it. Even if I run out and I never work with it again, it's a size 5, so you know, there might be another replacement, or Hirschner's might actually start carrying it, so yeah. Alright, so that's it for my blanket yarn and for the Posh yarn. I think the rest of what I got is either worsted or there's another thicker wool that I got, but we will go over that. I'm gonna move this out of the way and get the other stuff and bring it over here because this trip is not done yet. Okay. Got the other blanket yarn and Posh yarn out of the way, so we'll go over the other yarns that I bought while I was there. Not as much as those, but still quite a few left to go through. So I've been eyeing this yarn for a long time. I think, you know, some got bought here and there. I love this color. I don't like this color, but I love this color. And I've considered buying it several times over the past well, even before the Joann started closing, I would shop online for Woolies Thick and Quick and see this color, and man, I really like it, but never could really, you know, bring myself to buy it. So they had 4 left, and I bought them. Woolies Thick and Quick in the Deep Lagoon color. I think it's really pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with it yet, but it's pretty. So I got those 4. Then they still had some Juicy Couture in the thick Luxe Velour XL. And last time I was there, I had gotten, not the last time, but one of my other trips, I'd gotten one of this color, and then there was like 2 or 3 other colors where I'd gotten 2 each, but for some reason I'd only gotten 1 of this. So I decided to grab another one so I'd have 2 of them, but then I also grabbed 2 more of this color. So super soft. It's a size 7 weight yarn, and I can picture making a super soft, you know, winter capelet or some such thing like that. So this will be fun to work with. Okay, that was it for larger than worsted weight. The rest of these yarns are worsted weight or light worsted weight. And then I got a few other things, small things, not yarn as well. Okay, so first off, I got Big Twist Value, which I like the feel of this a lot better than Red Heart, and even Karen. This is a variegated in woodland camo. And so it's got green and brown and beige, and then a little bit of a I don't know, rosy pink color. So I can just imagine, you know, making a cape with this, or a blanket. So I ended up getting 10. I ended up getting 10 of these because I want to make something big and fantastic with it. Just really fun with it. So maybe a blanket, maybe a cape, something. A hooded cape, wouldn't that be fun in this? So anyway, I got 10 of those. Then I got some Big Twist in regular size skeins. So the variegated is smaller. It only has 269 yards, and the regular Big Twist value has 380 yards. So it's a big difference. I was looking at the difference in the size of the skein. You can see it's quite the difference. So anyway, in the Big Twist regular size skeins, I got this beautiful, what is it, burgundy color? Yeah, I got 3 of this burgundy color. I love it. It's like a blackish burgundy. So pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it yet, but I love the color. Love it. This color I don't love so much, although I do like it. It's just different. What color is this? Cinnamon. I got 1 skein of cinnamon, just because. Then I got 1 skein, and for some reason I thought I got 2, but maybe there was only the 1, of this varsity navy blue. That's a nice dark blue. Then I got some neutrals. You know me and neutrals. I got taupe. 2 of this taupe color. It's a really nice kind of brownish gray color. Then I got some big skeins. And it's either, I got Big Twist, or, what was this one? Are they all Big Twist except that one there, huh? Oh, no, this one is a Pound of Love, okay? So Big Twist, Pound of Love, or Karen in, like, I guess they're 1 pound. This one's over a pound. This is 17.6 ounces. So this is over a pound. I got the Big Twist, and I only got 1 of each color. This is the color light gray. And then I got varsity green, medium gray, light gray, medium gray. There you go. This is light, this is medium. So they were good in naming it that way. I love this color. This is watermelon. Love that color. Got another, what I consider neutral. Maybe it's not terribly neutral. It's called Pumpkin Pie. That's a pretty name for that color. Pretty name. Fitting name, I should say. Then this is a Pound of Love. Oh, this one was Lamb Brand Pound of Love, by the way. Not Big Twist. Oh, this one is Pumpkin Spice by Pound of Love. So you can go put pumpkin spice with pumpkin pie. There you go. That'd make a pretty scarf, huh? For autumn into fall, or autumn into fall, autumn into winter. Then I got this sunflower color. Love that color of yellow. So that is by Karen. Okay, so that's all that yarn. Then over here I have some Simply Soft. And I got 2 of the Gray Heather. I think this one's Gray Heather as well. Yep, so 2 of the Gray Heather. Simply Soft is one that I first started, when I first started crocheting, Simply Soft is the one that I really got into, but I was always frustrated because it would never turn out the same size as something that was made in like a real worsted weight for, and I was still getting used to the idea that there were different weights of yarn. And so when I saw this was a size 4, I expected it to act like a size 4. But of course, now we know it's a size 4 light. It doesn't say it on this skein, but I've seen it on skeins where they have like a size 4 light or a size 3 light. So it's a lighter weight, but it's still considered a size 4. And that frustrated me. So anyway, just a little tidbit about care in Simply Soft. I got 3 of this color, charcoal heather. So it's a nice kind of blackish gray. Then I got this one here. This was the only one of this color that I found there. This is Seashell, and I liked it because it has the grays in there, if you can see. Still wanting to focus on my face. Here, I'll put it up front so you can focus on that better. Anyway, it seemed to have like the grays in there, so you could make something with those. Thought that was cute. Then, oh, looks like I had 3 of the heather, gray heather. Charcoal heather, gray heather. Then this color. I love this color. So pretty, such a pretty lavenderish color, lavender blue. So I got 2, 4, 6. I can count. 2, 4, 6 of these, and I have no idea what I'm going to make with them, but it's pretty. Maybe a sweater or other top? I don't know. It's pretty though. Then I happened to see just 2 of these K&C pom-poms to add on top of hats, and I've been shying away from these because normal price is $5.99 for one. It's nice and big, but $5.99 for one. So I figured being 60% off and another 90% off of that, these were going to be rather affordable. So I don't even know how much I paid for them. I didn't even look at the receipt, so we'll do that here in a minute. I also got a punch needle set. I don't even know if I'm going to get into punch needle stuffs. But I do like to try new crafts from time to time, and for as much as this was going to cost me, I thought it well worth it to pick it up and get it. So maybe sometime down the road I'll put this to work and we'll see what happens. These I got, they're Susan Bates hooks, soft ergonomic hooks in size F, G, H, I, J, and K. That's how I first started learning about hooks, was by the letters. And it's taken me a while to get used to calling them by the millimeters, but it's 3.75 millimeters, 4 millimeters, 5 millimeters, 5.5 millimeters, 6 millimeters, and 6.5 millimeters. So I didn't get these for myself. My son's girlfriend is getting into crochet, and we went shopping a few weeks ago together, a couple weeks ago, and then for her birthday, which just happened, I gave her a set of the L, M, and N hooks, and then some yarns and a crochet magazine with some cute patterns in there. And I know that she has one or two size hooks from a kit that she bought over spring break and was working on. But of course we all need more hooks anyway. But some of these sizes I'm sure she doesn't have, so I'm going to give these to her so she can have a nice variety of hooks. And that is what I bought my first time through. So I think I'm going to split this into 2 videos, or maybe more. Yeah, that's my receipt. So how much did I spend in total? Let's find out. So we had to split this into actually 2 separate purchases because the machine froze up, and so we had to wait until it unfroze, and I paid for that, and then we started a new register. So all of this was done on 2 receipts. So even here's the second receipt. Isn't that crazy? So let's go through the prices of what I paid. Okay, so the these crochet kits, normally $10.99. I paid 44 cents each. 44 cents each. For the punch needle set, normally $4.99, I paid 15 cents. You want to see See. I ain't lying. Do you see it? Or is it wanting to focus on me still? There, see? The pom-poms here, normally $5.99. I paid 24 cents each. These prices were just crazy. I was standing there watching the numbers go up on the little screen, you know, where I pay. And she was getting to the end and I was looking at the price and I was like, huh? What? Okay, so for the other yarns, for the Posh yarns, normally $9.99, I paid 40 cents for each of those skeins of Posh. 40 cents. For the, okay, see, I hadn't even seen the price for these. For these Big Twist Value, 18 cents each. I just, woo, 18 cents each. Crazy. Okay, for the Simply Soft, 22 cents each. For the Woodland Camo, 18 cents each. Of course, all the Simply Soft, 22. Let's see here. Getting down. Woodland Camo. Okay, okay. The blanket yarn, normally $11.99, okay? Minus 60% off, that minus is $7.19. And then 90% off of that, okay? Any guesses for how much I paid for a skein of blanket yarn? 40 cents! And here I thought $2.40 yesterday was a stomping good deal, right? I paid 40 cents for each of those skeins of blanket yarn. Unbelievable. Then something happened here with my Big Twist watermelon yarn. For some reason it rang up as $8.64. I don't know why that is, but anyway. So for total that I paid, well, okay, there's still yarn to go through here. For the Big Twist yarn, okay, so the Lion Ease, normally $8.99. I paid 36 cents. For the Juicy Couture, normally $11.99. I paid 48 cents. I'm just astounded at these prices. Bernat baby blanket, 48 cents. So on my two, because we had to ring up twice, on the two receipts with tax, because we have tax here. We have a city tax and a state tax. It's like 8.9% total. So the total with tax, okay? I'm gonna get out my calculator. I think, yeah, it was like, I think I already added it up, so let me look in my history. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'll add it again. So one receipt, the first receipt was $39.49, and the second receipt was $15.21. For all of this yarn and these little things that I just showed you here, for all of that yarn, I only paid $54.70. I'm sorry. I got home and I was unloading the car and my husband gets home at about the same time. And I'm like, I did a thing. He's like, oh no, what'd you do? And I said, I bought yarn. And he was starting to roll his eyes and moan and groan. What do we need more yarn for? Why aren't you supposed to like pass big purchases through me? And I'm like, and I picked up a skein of yarn and I said, I paid 48 cents for this skein of yarn and it's normally $12. Although on sale I would normally pay like $8, right? It still took him a while to understand the fact that I got such a super good deal on this. Super good deal. I can't even believe it. But here, if you want to see the two receipts and how much I paid, there you go. super excited. I'm going to be crocheting for the rest of my life. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, yeah. Checked out. I had 3 boxes to overflowing. She filled a box behind the counter as she was scanning them. And yeah, so then I had to take 4 trips out to my van with the 4 boxes of yarn. Unbelievable. And that's the thing. There was, like I said, no shopping cart, so I had to grab a box and I filled it up, and then I'm like, oops, I have another box. And then another one, and then I had to take them from the yarn section all the way up to the register and then scoot them all up with me. Oh my word. But I'll have you know, I wasn't the only one. There were other people dragging boxes all around with them too. So anyway, this is not all the shopping that I did today. I'm just going to end this one here because it's getting rather long, and I'm going to do more videos after this with the other things that I bought. Okay, so hang on for more videos coming up after this, and we'll see you then. Bye.